I came to a realization a few weeks ago, well, actually not even that recently. It was quite a while ago. And it kind of gave me this inspiration to make a video about it. We all go through phases in life that are really difficult and they seem so just impossible to break through it. I've been there. I've had many of those. And it's actually kind of intriguing that it takes us getting to that point to realize how beautiful life is and how amazing it is and how much we should embrace it and just cherish it. And despite all the negativity, all of the bad things that may happen during your life, there's going to come a time when you realize that all of the stuff that has happened to you up to this point does not matter. The only thing that matters is what is going to happen, the future, what your life has to offer for you. There's so much evil and so much negativity in the world already. So much racism and hate and pollution and fighting, wars. There's just all of this, and it can be a lot to handle and a lot to deal with sometimes. And with all this evil in the world, I feel that it takes people like myself and people that are able to embrace life to make the world a better place, because it has to start with one person. It has to start with you. The little things that each person can give and contribute to themselves, to their family, to their surroundings, to the world, that is what is going to make a difference. And it takes one person, and soon that number starts to grow. I reached a very low point in my life to where I felt like I didn't want to live anymore. And honestly, it should never have to come to that point, but unfortunately for most people it does. The best thing to do is make the best of the situation. You need to stop and think about your situation and always realize that no matter how bad life may seem, somebody out there has it so much worse than you. And stop looking at all of the bad and negative things in life and change it into a positive thing. I mean, there may be things that have just brought you down to where you feel like you're not even human anymore. And just throw that away. Throw it to the back of your mind. And only focus on the good aspects and the good points of your life and the good things that have happened to you. And use those to make yourself a stronger person. Use that to better your life. And we're humans. I mean, bad things and that happen to us, it's a part of life, it's a part of living. And that's what makes you a stronger person, is that we're able to push through and survive all these things that happen to us. It's what makes us human. You only have one life. And life flies past us so fast. There's things in life that you'll regret that you never did if you don't get out there and do them. I feel that life is so short, and every person in the world, we only live one life. That's it. So we need to make the best of it as we can. There's things in the world that I want to do, things I want to accomplish, and there's so much going through my head, so many things I want to do. I want to write, I want to act, I want to direct movies, I want to do photography, I want to model, I want to publish my own books, publish my own stories, so many overwhelming things that and I feel like I don't know which ones to do, which ones to keep up with, if I'll ever finish any of them. But it's this motive that drives me through life, and it's these positive thoughts that keep me happy and keep me so focused on the things that I want to do in life. And I realize that there's only one person standing in my way of me doing all of this, and that person's myself. And I know we all have dreams. If there's something in your own life that you want to do and you end up never doing it, then you are going to regret it for the rest of your life. It's this realization that just made me stop and think that I need to quit thinking of all the bad things that have ever happened to me and letting them ruin my life, and start looking at life in a different way. How beautiful it is, how amazing it is, how wonderful it is that I can wake up every morning and see the sun, see my family, my friends alive around me, and I interact with this world, and the world interacts back at me. And there's not even a word to describe how it is that we are all able to live on this planet that we share with thousands and thousands of other species of beings, and all these people. I mean, yes, there are bad people in the world, there's evil people, but there are also wonderful, amazing people out there that are willing to give love. And life just is an amazing thing. Nobody lives forever. That is an obvious thing. Everybody in the world, even people we know, are going to end one day, going to pass away. So we need to make the most of our time here. And people will say, well, then that's not a reason to keep living if we know that we're going to die one day. I personally think that death is not something to be looked at as something that's scary, something that's sad. It's a part of living, it's a part of life. And it's going to happen to everybody at one point in time. And I think when it finally happens, you will be even more happier than when you were alive. So it's not something that should be feared, it's not something that should be sad. I mean, of course it is sad, but that's because that's how we're raised. We're raised to mourn when somebody passes away. So just love life as it is, and make the most of it. Make it the best that you can possibly want, imagine, or hope for. And then when time comes that you do finally pass away, I feel, personally, that you will be even more happier. So, enjoy this short time we have on this earth, and then when it's your time, enjoy that even more, the afterlife. I wish you all a very long, loving, and happy life. Bye, guys.